Are you ready for the complete fallout of human society? I mean, it's likely coming. The economy, the just societal structure as it is set up, the whole world organizations tearing each other's throats out, everything falling apart, the family life falling apart, the local government, the regional government, the government, banks just like having bailouts, can't afford anything. Just, oh, the wealthy are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, social unrest is just getting worse and worse. So what do? Well, we build a fortified bunker, and then we hide all our valuables and our women in it until the time into which we will rise again as a power. Kind of like, Doomsday or those other survivor movies. The Walking Dead, if you're into zombies. It's always good, even whether you don't believe in zombies, because zombies is kind of a wide category. There's either like the Walking Dead zombies, the Resident Evil zombies, or there's like that in-between, like 24 weeks later, or 28 weeks later, 28 days later, where it's like an insane rage virus. Like, you never know. Zombies, in some form or other, could happen. Hey, with all of these crazy pathological diseases going about, like, maybe there's something that could infect us and make us insane and want to kill each other. You never know. So, what are you going to do to prepare? You could always stock up on silver. Every now and then, when you got a couple bucks, buy a little piece of silver. If you think about it, over years, that adds up. Well, now, if the whole world economy collapses, and you've got to barter with crazy guys with pans on their head, you could be like, hey, I got something shiny. I'll trade you this something shiny. And they'd be like, hey, something shiny. Or, you can gather up useful things, survival kits, filled with 30 years of the general everyday things you will need for 30 years. Which is, people do it. They have massive things the size of my shed of water and food and flour, and they've got little grind mills on bicycles so they can manage everything. Or you can do what I did and build a bunker. Like, I tried to build a bunker. You see, unfortunately, my property is located on some very sandy kind of soil. So I built a bunker that was 6 feet by 8 feet deep, except I hit a massive sewage pipe. And then the soil became too sandy and you couldn't dig anymore without it becoming unstable. That was unfortunate. So bunker failed, I decided to do something else. I zombie-proofed, or rage-virused, or, poor crazy guy with a hat, or whatever, a pot for a hat, proofed my shit. So, now, some little things you can do. See, I got a nice window, which leading my beautiful little greenhouse out there. Right, and then... Okay, well, it would take a bit more to break through that. So, hey, that would be good. You can use some wire, you can tie it up. Shed door? Sure. What do we got for a shed door? Solid wood? Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 deadbolts. Nice. I love bolts. So, and then on top of that, you'd also need to think, oh my god, now it's dark in here. What are we going to do for supplies? We don't have nearly enough supplies. Well, that's why you have children. And then you can eat your children when food gets low. You think about it, if you've got a 4-year-old, that's maybe 4 or 5 days food for 2 adults. If you've got a baby, that's 2 days food for 2 adults. Because they got a lot of chub, right? You can kind of use that for a stew or something. The more I talk about the end of the world and everything, how much more crazy does it seem? How much crazier do hardcore preppers sound or look? Even that alone, that whole little, zombie-proof your house, stock up everything, build a bunker. Does that sound loony? I think it sounds absolutely insane. Just right off your rocker, totally crazy. There's not necessarily anything wrong with insane. I mean, if you think about it, insanity is simply doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I mean, that's what the human race has been doing for several thousand years, so why can't we just pretend to be insane, or even just become insane? It seems to be working fine for everyone else in, society. It is crazy. People that are going to prepare for the end of the world, absolutely insane. If you're preparing for the end of the world, are you putting other things aside? An example would be, I'm going to prepare to live in the end of the world, but in doing so, are you putting up your life now? Are you not living in the moment now? Things for you all to consider. Sorry about the creepy horror lighting, but now it's even creepier. So, what are we going to do when everything goes crazy? We're all just going to have fun. Like Slender Man.